Hey my Taurus babies, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I am. Unfortunately, it is just way too hot out here for me to be playing around outside in the middle of the day. So I had to confine my weekend playing to the nighttime, so that's why I'm in the house during the day. Anyway, this is going to be your weekly update. Taurus, guess what? We are in July. If you have not gotten enough rest, if you have not taken care of all your shit, I don't care if Mercury is retrograde, Taurus, get ready to run. This month, July, is going to be the running of the bulls, I promise you. You're going to be tired. You're going to be running here and there. And it's, none of it's bad. All of this is really setting you up for next year. With Uranus and Taurus right now, there are a lot of changes going on. So things are just, whatever you think is not going, it's going. Trust me. Whatever you think is going, it probably ain't gonna go. That's how the shit is working right now. So we're gonna roll Monday to Monday. This coming Monday is July 1st. The following Monday is July 8th. We're gonna go the 1st through the 8th. Thank you for whoever that was. I saw the note, but I didn't get the name. Thank you for correcting me. I messed up the dates a couple weekends ago. My blessed cell phone doing this damn thing. All right, Taurus, so let's get this kicking. I done cut the cards and done all this stuff. What's at the underneath the bottom of the deck? Oh girl, traveling girl. Okay. You're going to take the Princess of Wands and roll with that. And Ace of Cups. Oh, Three of Cups, I'm sorry. What we got going on? Ooh. Okay. I promise you the Three of Cups will make itself known when we get to that point. So let's see what we got going on. So for Monday the 1st, Four of Swords. For Tuesday the 2nd, the Empress card. For Wednesday the 3rd, Eight of Wands. Friday, for Thursday the 4th, we got Tower, and it's not what you think it is. For Friday the 5th, the Five of Coins. Saturday, Wheel of Fortune. Sunday, the 7th, Nine of Cups. Monday, the 8th, Two of Cups. So let's see what we got going on, Taurus. I promise you, this ain't got much to do with anything you thinking, except, oh Jesus. Okay, so immediately, let me just say this so we can get to who we talking to. This is not going to resonate with everybody. This has got a lot to do with travel. This has got a lot to do with new relationships, restart on relationships, and family shit. Lord Jesus. And the Tower card is about family, so buckle up for the 4th of July. How about that? So for Monday, I just said it. We'll say it one more time. Get some damn rest. After Tuesday, it feels like all of us are going to be running in one direction or another. A lot of this immediate movement has got to do with the holidays in the United States. Thursday is our Independence Day. It's July 4th. Many of you are traveling. Thank God gas prices have dropped. Many of you will be going to see family, cousins, sisters, brothers, mom and them, the whole thing. So get your rest Monday. Finish up whatever you need to finish up packing, redoing. Those of you that aren't going anywhere, it don't make a damn bit of difference. You're going to be busy too. Get your rest on Monday. You got people coming to the house, or you going to somebody's house. You're supposed to be cooking. Be mindful that Mercury retrograde starts a week from tomorrow, next Sunday, July 7th, and it runs through the 31st. If you haven't noticed it already, I tried to have a conversation with somebody on Thursday, I swear. Every other word was fumbled, messed up, and I'm very good at speaking. I don't know what the hell happened. I have no idea. But this is the energy that Mercury is bringing to us when it's going into its retrograde. We've already started the retrograde motion. It won't be backed up fully until next Sunday, though. So anything that requires you to sign something, make a decision about something, I would try to hold off until after the first week of August. All that said, this coming Monday, and I'm going to throw tomorrow in there too. Catch me on the weekend update. I did that already. And see what I said about tomorrow, which is Sunday. Monday, I promise you, y'all need to be in the bed. Go to work, come home, get a meal, go to bed. Don't do nothing else. Whatever prep planning, packing, food preparation, whatever, get with that. On Tuesday, with the Empress card, everybody seems like they got a little cocky to this swag. I'm just that Beyonce thing, formation. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at, Taurus. And this is a good thing. This is coming up because your self-confidence, and this has really got to do with workplace. For some of you, this is going to be romantically related in so much as if you have not really started kicking it with somebody yet. Tuesday, do not act like you got an ostrich with your head in the damn ground. Do not do it. Stretch your stuff, bull. Stretch your stuff. You let your self-esteem and your self-confidence come out so people can see it. I know a lot of times, because some of us are very quiet and we don't get all off into everybody's shit and into anybody else's business, people will mistake that as being not confident, not having your self-esteem. I'm telling you, let your nostrils flare, get your tail up, get your do-wig, dude, and strut it Tuesday. Somebody's watching you, Taurus, particularly at work, and they want to see if you've got what it takes. You might not, but I guarantee you, if you go in there and you act like you're running the place, they're going to think you're running the place. That's just that kind of energy. And this is kind of Mercury retrograde, Uranus kind of throwing you a little something. If you can pull it off, and it will change some of the direction. It's a major card. It's going to change some of the direction for some of you at work. Those of you trying to get into a relationship with somebody, strut your stuff. They quit walking around there acting like you a damn chicken. Strut your stuff, bull. Do it. There's no reason for you to have your head in the sand right now. I don't give a damn what's going on. Strut your stuff, and it's going to get you somewhere that you might not think you can go. But just fake it till you make it. I'm telling you. And if for those of you that are suffering with some self-esteem issues, self-confidence issues, if there's a way for you to find someone to talk to, or maybe meditate or journal, do it so you can get your self-esteem where it needs to be, because you got some big things coming. When we get to Wednesday, this is fast communication. Did you get the airline tickets? Do you have bags packed? Is everything packed up in the truck? Are we going to the airport? Who's taking us to the airport? Are we taking an Uber or Lyft? Yeah, right there on Wednesday. That's where everybody's going to be. You got your shit. Where are we going? Some people don't even know. I have friends right now. They don't know where they're going. They know they're going to be in the car Wednesday. And they're going somewhere. Wednesday's going to be all about that fast talking, fast communicating, text messages, email messages, Facebook, Messenger Lite, however y'all doing it, Instagram, Snapchat. This is all of that. Trying to get that information out, making sure everybody is where they need to be. I don't feel anything really critical about the communication. Some of you may be just communicating with your lover, but it's not. Everybody seems to be trying to celebrate something right now. That's the feeling coming back from the whole reading. So, whatever you're trying to do with if you've got a new person in your life, this is kind of coming back for that. If you've got a new person coming into your life, or just recently in, same thing, fast communication. What you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's 4th of July. You want to hang with me? That, real quick. And you need to be on your toes. You're not going to be expecting half this communication, folks. Make sure we go back to Monday. You got all your shit together, because when Wednesday comes, you're going to be crazy. And as I'm saying this, my head is beginning to hurt. So try to make sure you have as much done ahead of time as you possibly can. 4th of July. It's not about the Tower moment for you, Taurus, but you're going to be witness to somebody else's Tower moment. However, them having their Tower moment is going to kind of shift the trajectory. You see, I can't talk worth a damn. The trajectory of what you're doing, and this is kind of specific. For some of you, it could be with a lover. For others of you, it could be with a group of friends or an organization or a group that you hang out with. This is not your tower, Taurus. Let me just say that again, because some of you might think it is your tower. However, it is not your tower. You're going to be witness to this tower moment, and it is, by virtue of the fact that it is a tower moment, it's going to change. It's going to change how you see things, and for some of you, like I said, it may change the trajectory that you're on, and it may move you over just a little bit. Maybe some information you find out about family members. Many of you, you're going to be finding that out. Some of you will find out things about your friends. And it's going to shake them up. And the feeling that I'm getting is that the card showed up in this reading because you need to be prepared to help with the fallout. You heard me? Whoever this is going to faint, they're going to cry, they're going to do all kind of shit, and you're going to have to be the one, Taurus. You're going to have to be the one. Sometimes it's good to know that there are tower moments going on around us beforehand, so you can kind of get your mind right, so you're not just reacting to whatever's going on. This is not calling for you to react, Taurus. I'm going to say that one more again. This is not yours, but you're going to see it. And you're going to need to just jump in there and do what you do as a Taurus. Nurture, take care of, care for, work on that. And this is what Thursday's really going to be about. And because, let me say this, because other things kind of rattling around in my head. Be careful. Energy out here right now is real rambunctious for some people in some areas. It's even kind of nasty and vengeful. So let me just throw this out there. If you are in a situation or a setting, like you go out Thursday night for fireworks, be mindful of where you are. Be mindful of who you're around. Okay? I'm going to just throw that out there. I don't see anything significant happening, but people's will changes every second. So just be mindful. This is not your tower. You're going to be witness to this tower. Some of the things that you learn about this, like I said, it's going to move you over a little bit. That's okay. This is not anything directly derogatory or negative about us. Even the movement that it may put us somewhere else. It's not bad. It's not bad. But you need to be prepared because you're going to be the one to have to help when all this shit crack up. Friday. This is not the, I'm going to leave you the fuck alone. This is about really looking at what you have and what you need to let go. And for some of you, this is coming back with family. You know, you got some folks in your family that really just want to worry the fuck out of you 9 times a day, 12 times in a minute, 50 times in a week, 100 times in a month. They are on your phone. But how can you help me do this? And how can you call me and help me do that? Hey, when you going to come do my hair? Okay, y'all hear me. This is telling me that some of you, and you're going to be in a lot of you are going to be in situations this week around family. This is just telling me some of y'all need to let some of these family folks that's just sucking up all the air in the room, you need to let them go. You need to walk the fuck away. That's what you need to do. You need to walk away. Again, it's not relationship. I'm not getting that kind of feel. This is more family bonding type things, friendships, long-term friendships. But somebody is in the mix that's just creating a lot of negativity. And I think probably the best thing to do, Taurus, is have a conversation with this person before you call it cuts. And let them know, you know, look, every time we get on the phone, or every time I come home, or every time it's a holiday, you got to act the hell out. What the hell is up with that? You may need to have that conversation with them before you actually call it cuts and call it quits with them. And let them know where you're coming from. But for a lot of you, it just feels like, fuck it. I've been talking to this child for the last 25 years, the same conversation over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And she's not learning, he's not learning. However, it's resonating. But this is about making that decision to just let that person go and let them do what they're going to do and just keep it moving because they just want to keep up. And let me back this up. They may be involved in this little tower activity on Wednesday. So, rightfully so. You may need to have that conversation, before, like I said, before you call it cuts and quits, and let them know how you feel about the situation. And then if they're not responding, like they got some damn sense, move it out. Saturday, with the wheel of fortune, the devil is in the details. This is for the lovers in the house. Some of you are dealing with somebody that's going through a lot of emotional pain. So it feels like the wheel of fortune, with it being here in the Saturday spot, there's going to be some things next weekend going on. I do not feel a connection between the wheel and the tower. However, I do feel a connection between you and the wheel. So there's going to be some kind of decision made that's just going to, again, this is going to probably change for some of you the path that you're on and get you into another spot. There's nothing negative about it. It's just a matter of logistics For some of you dealing with one person here, another person there. This is also coming back as some of you with blended families. You married, you got two, he's got two, or she's got three, and you got two, however it's working out. And there may be some movement with that. Maybe kids coming in or going out, however that is. Just roll with it, Taurus. It's going to be a life changer. Again, it's Wheel of Fortune, so it's going to kind of just get you on another path, but that's okay. Roll with it. Just roll with it, because everything that's happening in this energy for the next, I'm going to say 60 days, it doesn't feel like anything is really permanent when it comes to these kind of big changes coming. So if you got kids coming, I don't feel like it's permanent. It's going to be a temporary thing. However, disruption nonetheless. Next Sunday, just time to just realize the victory. This is really about, this is coming back about the victories that you have. For some of you, it's going to be relationship related. For others of you, it's going to be the mending of fences with family. Just be grateful. This is really coming back as you really being grateful. Being grateful about the people in your life, being grateful about the things you have in your life, and being grateful for the circumstances you have in your life currently. Some of you are going to get engaged. That's coming back. Others of you may start, not necessarily a new relationship, but you may be taking it to another level. A lot of good things, a lot of good feelings tied up with this card. And it's about the victory and the success. So emotionally, which this is a cup card, so this is going to be the primary thing I'm going to talk about with it. Emotionally, it's a stable, settled feeling. Almost like you're taking a big sigh of relief. So however this is resonating with you, Taurus, whether it be with family or a lover or a potential lover, it's happening. Be grateful. I'm really getting that. Be grateful next week about the things and the people that you have in your life. Be grateful for the universe opening up pathways for you, because this got a lot of good stuff just all packed up into one little bag. And that is really the feeling, just kind of sitting there in the bubbles, in the champagne bubbles, like, yeah, this is it. And this is it. Two of Cups for the 8th. Some of you may be going back into old relationships. Others of you may be confirming. Typical Mercury retrograde. Anyway, Two of Cups. And this showed up, I think, for the weekly last week, about showing too much emotion. This is going to take you in the exact opposite direction. Go ahead and let some of that emotion out. And this is kind of ringing up here with Tuesday's card. Go ahead, be you, Taurus. Be you. Yeah, get that self-confidence and that self-esteem up. And go ahead and let the emotion out. It's time. If you've been holding back, if you haven't been holding back, you are now entering a space where it is okay to be emotional. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say for a lot of you, somebody needs to see this emotion. This is not angry, hostile emotion. This might be tears of joy, and for some of you, it may be tears of sorrow. Yeah, let the emotion out. Let the emotion out. Let your partner in particular know. If you're single, some of you, it feels like you got kids getting ready to go somewhere, getting ready to split this up. A little flower getting ready to get plucked out the ground down there. Go to college. Some kids are going to start early. Some are getting ready, and this is going to come up the following Monday as you get into the month of July. So don't forget, we'll be in Mercury retrograde. So this is going to be the review of a lot of things. The biggest thing that's coming back, if you're partnered up, no matter living together, not living together, 1 day, 1 year, 1 month, however it's working out for you, go ahead and let some of that emotion out, Taurus. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to laugh, laugh. However it's working for you. But for others of you, there's dealing with your emotional responses to your kids. Because, again, review, redo, reassess the whole thing. And it's going to give you a moment of pause, because you realize your kids, male or female, your sons, your daughters, they're growing up. They're growing the hell up. They're getting ready to get out there and get it like we getting it. And you don't want them to face some of the same things that you face. So this is about showing them the emotional side. I know a lot of times Tauruses are not emotional. I happen to be an emotional Taurus because my doggone moon sign is in Pisces. So I'm just weeping and crying at every little thing. But for those of you that are just regular, I'm a Taurus, and y'all don't show that emotion too tough, this is for y'all. Show it. It's okay. And especially with kids. That's rattling around in my head. Your kids need to know that, you know, whatever they're going through is affecting you a little bit too. You know, they may have got on your damn nerves the whole time they were in high school. One thing after another. Here they come and then tore up the car and tore up the house and hit this and didn't get an A. But they're still your kids. And you know they get ready to embark on a different kind of thing when they leave the house. Even if they're just leaving the house to go to college and they end up at the end of all of that coming back home, you're still going to be experiencing some things that are really going to be way out of your control. Mom and dad, just word up. This is really coming back to that it's okay to get the emotion out with it being the Two of Cups. Right before it, you got the Nine of Cups. Let's talk about the Three of Cups and sitting up here with my girl, the Princess of Wands. You got all the support you need, Taurus. So whatever you're being appreciative of and grateful for here on Sunday, there's support there. And whoever's getting ready to leave the nest, or those of you in new relationships or a relationship and you've been kind of not showing your emotion, it's okay. You got the support there. So don't feel like, you know, oh, I'm going to cry in front of him and he's going to think I'm such a fool. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Just know that you've got some emotional support. These are cup cards. And none of them are bad. Not near one of them is bad. So just know you got the emotional support. Again, with the Tower coming on the 4th of July. Be mindful of where you are and who you're hanging with. Because, you know, people get to drinking and doing dumb shit with fireworks and some other shit. So just be mindful of where you are, Taurus. And a lot of you are probably more intuitive than I am. So if your gut is kicking you and telling you don't do something, don't do it. But know that you need to be available for the fallout. Even if they got to come to your house and cry, he left me, his new girlfriend was there. Yeah, that kind of shit. Just be ready. Get some Kleenex. Get the tea. However you do your little nurturing thing. Get it together because they're going to come to you. Again, this is not directly related to you, but be ready for the fallout. Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys in America have a good holiday. I hope the rest of you have a good week. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.